So hey everybody, welcome back to another Tales from the Rails. Today we have traveled outside of the Southern California Railway Museum to Travel Town in Griffith Park. So this is our first look at Travel Town. We've done some really short videos. I've left out a lot of details. I might have gotten a few things wrong, but like I said, this is our first look of many. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we're going to bring you more from here. 525 departing bookstore. Okay, so this one here is Southern Pacific number 3025. It was built in 1904 by the American Locomotive Company, or ALCO. So this was one of Southern Pacific's high-speed locomotives. So it was built in 1904. It was high speed because the 81-inch wheels could get this thing up to 100 miles an hour. The bigger the wheels, the faster the locomotives go. So it was donated to Travel Town in 1952. And here it is. This freshly repainted locomotive here from the City of Los Angeles Harbor Department, number 31, was built by the Davenport Locomotive Company in 1921, and it was used for the construction of Los Angeles Harbor. And here we have it today. So this is a cutaway version of the actual steam boiler, which you would have found in a locomotive or in a factory. So it's cut open here so you can see the firebox. So this is where the coal or the wood would have burned, and that would have produced heat and smoke, and that would have gone through the metal tubes right here, all the way out the front into the smoke box. And around all this was water. So all these tubes heated the water up until they had the right pressure, and the steam would come up here, up to the steam. This is called the steam dome. This was where the steam would have accumulated, and then would have gone out that pipe and out to the drivers, to the throttle, and then to the drivers. So right behind me here is the Southern Pacific Railway Post Office car. So this was built by the Carter brothers in 1890 about. It's a 36-inch narrow gauge, so it would have been like in mountain railroads. It was donated in 1960 to Travel Town. Narrow gauge car number 12 was built for the South Pacific Coast Railway by the Carter brothers car building from about 1890. The car is a combination baggage car and railway post office, and it's typical example of wooden open platform passenger car of the late 19th century. A railway post office car, or RPO, is exactly what the name suggests. It's literally a post office on wheels. As the train went along its way, letters and packages could be picked up and dropped off at each town along the way. A specially selected crew of postal workers would cancel the stamps and sort the mail en route. A hooking mechanism mounted on the outside of the car enabled the crew to pick up and drop off bags of mail on the fly as the train passed through many towns and junctions without stopping. Railway mail clerks had one of the toughest jobs in the post office department, sorting mail on the swaying and lurching trains. This one is Union Pacific number 4439. This was built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1918. It only weighs 78 tons. You can see by the small wheels it wasn't very fast, but it could pull an awful lot. This was donated to Travel Town in 1957. So here we have Pacific Electric number 1544. So this was built by the North Shore Railroad Tiburon Shops in 1902. And it was donated to the Travel Town in 1953. And the Pacific Electric Railway didn't just do passenger service, they also did freight. So this would have been pulling boxcars around in Los Angeles or Southern California in general. So these were common in Southern California. And like I said, this was donated in 1953 and it's been sitting here ever since. Something I know a little bit more about. LAMTA 1543. So this was built by the American Foundry Company in 1911. So these were called blimps by the PE. So its original number was PE 435 before it had its number changes. So this was built in 1911. It was used in the San Francisco Bay Area from 1911 until about 1940, and then the whole fleet of these things were just retired and put on a siding somewhere in San Francisco Bay Area. And with the onset of World War II, the shipyards that were in San Pedro needed to get 40,000 employees from the barracks to the shipyards every day, so they reactivated these cars and brought them to Southern California. So after World War II was over in 1945, these just became part of the Pacific Electric, and then after that, the LA MTA. And then this was finally sold for scrap value in 1961. Here it is today. So it's painted, so this side of it's painted in the PE red, because, hey, it was a red car, right? And then you come around here, now we got the MTA colors. So this is what it would have looked like probably at the end of its life on the PE or the Los Angeles MTA. Okay, so another one of the displays here at Travel Town is this Western Pacific Railroad cupola caboose. We call it a cupola because that's a cupola. Other cabooses had bay windows. They had the windows on the side, but this one's on the top. This one, nothing really special about it. It was built by the Western Pacific Railroad in 1910. And it was donated to Travel Town in 1956. So another one of the exhibits right here, just right up against the 134 freeway, is this Richfield Oil tanker car. It was built in 1911. It holds 6,544 gallons. It's a single dome car. I think it weighs 80,000 pounds when it's full. It was donated in 1961 and it was built in 1911. Here is our last piece of equipment that we're going to talk about today. This is Western Pacific number 26. This is the largest and heaviest locomotive on display here at Travel Town. This was built in 1909 and it was donated in 1954. Well, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, because we enjoyed coming out here and doing this. Like I said, this is our first time filming out here at Travel Town, so we're just getting familiar with stuff. But if you stay with us, you'll get to see more videos like that. And thanks to Brian for filming this, and thanks to Lilith for helping with the sound. Okay, so on an upcoming video, part of the LA Live Steamers video, we're going to be coming here. You all know who this is if you know anything about Disney. This is Walt's barn from his backyard.